Hi guys, and welcome back to the Wednesday News Show. Today I'm here with Hugo.
And I'm here with Teresa.
And this week we've got the latest news from the World Cup in Briançon, a super hardcore multi-pitch in the Dolomites, an endless 9A roundup, and stay tuned for all the deals on the Epic TV shop.
What are you most excited about today?
Gear, but you have to keep...
That's it, that's what you're most excited about. Why is it?
Because the climbing gear sale, I'm giving it away already. Stay tuned for the Epic TV shop bit, but let's start off with the roundup from last weekend in Briançon. This weekend, the IFSC Lead World Cup took place in Briançon, France, but some familiar names were missing in anticipation of the World Championships in Bern. This left the playing field wide open, and unsurprisingly, in the men's finals, we saw 7 out of 8 Japanese athletes and a Swedish climber, Hannes Puman. Satone Yoshida climbed in his precise and bouncy style and set a high point early in the competition at 49+. Taisei Hama, with a heavily strapped ankle, managed to score the same. Due to countback, he got second place. Sorato Anraku got his first gold medal in a Lead World Cup by climbing, or debatably walking, to the top. The route of the women's final was full of dynos and tricky sequences that really tested their flexibility and problem-solving skills, with many hidden rests. We're used to seeing Vita Luca in finals, and after so many knee injuries and operations, she scored a 46. Then crowd favorite Manon Hilly cleverly climbed up to 44+, and the last athlete up, Eliska Damoska, who previously won here in 2021, also scored 44+. So finally, after 6 years of competing in the senior world circuit, Vita Lucan took that gold medal. That was such a cool final to watch, and 7 out of 8 Japanese men. I mean...
Crazy. I can't believe that is the situation of the situation.
Well, if other countries don't send their full team, I mean, they just need to catch up.
Yeah, basically. They're kind of like the Brazil of climbing.
Oh, as in football players from Brazil. Yeah. True.
If there was a transfer market, they would dominate the transfer market. They'd be like all the most expensive players.
Climbing in teams.
It is the transfer season at the moment in football, so apologies for the metaphor.
Oh, right. Oh, and Daniel Ricciardo is going to be back in F1.
But that's irrelevant right now.
And then also it's good to see Manon Hilly on the podium.
Definitely, the crowd went wild.
I can imagine. I've interviewed her a couple of times. She's really, really nice, but she's never quite got up there, I guess you could say. And this is good to see her back. Well, not even back, up there, kind of for the first time.
Yep.
At home as well in Briançon. Speaking of Briançon, I want to take it back a week to Chamonix.
Right.
Where you were co-commentating with Matt Groom.
Yes.
How was it? First time out there with IFSC?
An experience.
Yeah.
Certainly an experience. It was fun. I mean, I feel I practiced enough talking about climbing and just being generally obsessed with climbing. But yeah, it was a tricky one. There are some missed clips, and a lot of time to fill, but
because there was a delay for the women's competition.
There was a delay,
right?
and then in the women's comp, we didn't quite see when Briançon didn't clip a clip, so she skipped one, and the rules is that you have to clip all of them in the correct sequence. And the replay didn't really help. And I gotta say, on the screen that we had, the whites were really bright, so we couldn't really see certain holds even sometimes. But hey, it went well, and it was really, really cool to see Jane Kim, Jain.
That is an amazing story, I think.
Yes, and then
comeback.
Toby as well.
Incredible.
Yeah, I mean, she came back to win, not to just,
She had she's had one kid. I know she's had one kid.
A 2-year-old. No, a 2-year-old.
Oh, right, okay.
But yes.
That's pretty cool.
It's pretty special. It's a special comp.
And next up, we've got...
Well, it's Bern, World Championships. So that's why there were a lot of people missing in Briançon.
Should we do something special for that? I don't think we should decide on this because it's the first time I brought it up, but just, it's Bern, it's almost Bern, we should do something special.
Bern. We could go. I mean, it's in Switzerland. I've got a discount card for the trains.
Or we could do a live stream.
From Bern?
Not from here.
I really like Bern.
You want to go to Bern?
It's a nice city.
Is it the capital of Switzerland?
It is indeed.
Special city. From special cities, we're going to do special multi-pitches in Italy. Slovenian climber Jernej Kruda has repeated the epically hard multi-pitch route Panorama. The route passes through the north face of Cima Ovest di Lavaredo in the Dolomites. The climb, originally climbed by Alexander Huber in 2007, is graded at 8C, and much like its counterpart Bella Vista on the same face, a route that Huber climbed in 2001 climbs through the roof, but for Panorama the route through the roof is different, and the top out is a variation of Bella Vista. The two routes share the first 5 pitches to the roof. This was Jørgen's second trip to the Dolomites to try the route, and after initially managing to climb the crux relatively quickly, it took him a couple of goes to climb the 20-meter pitch after, which is 8A plus 8B, before he finally managed to send it. So if anybody doesn't know who Slovenian climber Jørgen Kruder is, he's a former competition climber, now turned multi-pitch climber.
Oh, he still competes.
He still competes, and he's now doing multi-pitch at the same time.
He's a complete climber. Yeah.
Well, I haven't seen him for a while, that's why I said former. But maybe I'm overestimating
I
that.
think he's the one that has most, I think I have to see Boulder. He has some record for how many competitions he partook in, basically. I saw a video of a cake. That's it.
Right.
Very detailed information. But about this multi-pitch, Hannes Puman, who was in the finals in Briançon, actually belayed him and helped him out on this multi-pitch.
Beautiful segue. There's lots of all-round climbers. Can Japanese climbers do that? Just saying, huh?
Probably. We witnessed how strong they are.
I know, but it's exposure. I don't think you can underestimate that. That's like...
But then you're so in the bubble, I think.
He was saying that, in his write-up on Instagram, that he was saying that he felt
it.
He's getting used to it. It's like climbing that hard at that exposure. I can imagine is pretty crazy.
Indeed.
Yeah.
What's even crazier, it's the 9A Roundup this week. Swiss climber Dylan Schwatt just made the first ascent of Integral and proposed it as a 9A+. It's actually a combination of 2 routes which in the previous weeks he made the first ascent too. It starts on Satire, an 8C+, and ends on Schuker, a 9A. German climber Elias Arringada went to Magic Wood to try Never Ending Story, a 9A. It describes his motivation to climb the whole route was that he hated the idea to climb halfway up and knowing there's a possibility to top the boulder out, and that's exactly what he did. In Soyuz, American climber Jonathan Segrist just climbed Jungle Boogie, a Cruxy 9A+. About the route, he said it took a lot of patience and needed many things to align in order to send. So this was the adult section of the 9A Roundup.
Old people.
Well,
over 30?
Over 21.
Over 21, sorry.
But
legally
adults.
able to drink.
Everywhere.
Drink and climb.
Okay.
Can I introduce the next section?
Yes.
I need some text for this, by the way, Flo. You ready? It's the Kids 9A section. 8A.nu reports that the Reusa brothers, Michele and Matteo, from Italy, who both have previously done 2 8C+, have sent TCT 9A in Gravere. Sticking with TCT, French climber Max Berton, younger brother of comp climber and only 15, has also managed to climb the iconic 9A route. 8A.nu reports that Andrea Cellaris, 14, has managed an ascent of Thunder Ribes, 9A in Arco. 2 years ago, Andrea sent Pure Dreaming, 8C plus 9A. 8A.nu reports that French 16-year-old climber Mathieu Soulet, who last year did his first 2 9As, has made the first ascent of Trois Pattes dans la Chouffe, 9A in Gorge du Tarn. Czech 15-year-old climber Pepa Sindel, who has previously sent a 9A plus in autumn last year, has managed the ascent of Sever the Wicked Hand, 9A in the Frankenjura. So, since Matt is not here, I'm going to be the person who doesn't like young people.
But you have 3 of them.
Yes, true.
So they're on summer holiday and they just have time to send.
These guys that we just spoke about.
That's basically what happened.
They should be studying for their GCSEs, O-levels, baccalaureate, or whatever it is they should be studying for.
But the future of climbing is bright.
Get back into the classroom, guys. This is ridiculous. Climbing will never work.
That's pretty harsh, sir.
Harsh truth. But that's it for the news, isn't it?
No, I've got one more story.
You don't? Okay, fine.
A slightly older man has made a speed ascent on the Grand Jurass. Speed ascents in the Mont Blanc Massif seem to be all the rage right now, and following in the footsteps of Hilary Gerardi and Danny Arnold is Italian alpinist Nadir Magé, who has set a new record on the Grand Jurass on the Mont Blanc Massif. Planet Mountain reports that the 29-year-old Italian athlete climbed the normal route from the Plan Pincieux, Courmayeur, Valferret to Pointe Walker at 4,208 meters in 2 hours and 17. After a short rest at the summit, he descended via the same route, stopping the clock after 3 hours and 19 minutes. The previous fastest known time dates back to 1993 when Alfredo Mammoliti stopped the clock after 4 hours, 3 minutes and 21 seconds. An incredible ascent there from Nadir Houguet.
Indeed. Speedy. Dangerous mountains also to go up in a speedy way.
Is it not safer though to go up them quick? Get them done quickly, not hang around for any rockfall?
Yeah, but I always think like the mental focus, you need to do something like that.
True. What about speed ascents? What do we think of them?
What about them?
Well, there just seems to be quite a lot at the moment. It seems to be the season to do them. There's obviously an element of danger to them, but also there's that kind of, if you're not hanging around the mountain, then you're not being as dangerous.
I get it though. It's like a marathon, you want to do it in a good time. Mm-hmm. So what's the point of repeating a route if you don't want to improve on your own time?
True.
Like, I get the competitiveness of it, and it's a solo ascent. You're not competing against anybody, really. It's just you and a watch.
But that's impressive, though. Like, 3 hours 17 to get from the Kumayo all the way back up and then all the way down again.
Yeah, I honestly don't understand it in the time frame. Also, when I watch like those videos of Killian running up the Matterhorn or Mont Blanc, I'm like, I don't physically get how that's possible.
It's quite hard to kind of calculate in your head what
because it's a lot of kilometers, a lot of vert.
Dun, 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 dun. This is like steady going all the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed.
Well done. Anyway, next up we got the 9B counter.
I didn't buy chalk for the 9B counter, did I? I am so sorry.
Let's just stop talking about it, and then people might forget because I kind of.
We have no 9Bs this week. This week on the Epic TV shop, we've got
You're excited about this, right?
Awesome deal. Yes, I am excited about this because climbing gear is on sale. It's on extra sale.
No.
So you can get cams of various brands, various sizes. We got Wall Country, DMM, Black Diamond, Fixie, and then we also got some really cool quick draws. These are the DMM shadows. I've been using them lately. I love them. I have the longer version, which I think is just nicer to grab and pull and haul my way up. But it's a good compromise for like a in-between, not too heavy, not too light, quick draw that actually lasts a long time. Because I think when you buy climbing gear, sometimes the durability of it is questionable. And I promise these last.
Up to 30% off?
Up to 30% off on all climbing gear. And the rope you're holding like a baby. Mm-hmm. I kind of really want it because it's an 8.9 Ethered Swift Pro, and it's one of the first ropes with aramid in it, so it's extra safe for cutting on those granite edges.
And on a perfectly brilliant segue from Edorid to our content, this week we have an Edorid film that went out on Climbing Daily on Tuesday. Here's a little clip.
It's not the rock itself that was on fire, obviously it's the vegetation around, all the trees on the approach and at the top of the crag and at the bottom. It was the heat that damaged the rock itself.
The rock is completely shaded, its layer, so that's what we used to climb on. And basically all of this like really tiny layer is just breaking off, peeling off. And the dust, the fire dust is still behind. Most of the pockets are still okay, they've just lost their superficie. But the problem is when you climb, you're probably going to touch other things and it's really easy to just break something off. Probably won't make you fall, but it can fall on your belayer. The biggest work is not so much rebolting, it's really just cleaning the route, getting rid of the dust and getting rid of all of this small layer. Before it used to be like black like this, and now it's like just there.
So that is the story of, you're right there?
Yeah, I like that rope, and it would be a really nice light rope to climb in Oliana because it's triple rated.
There you
Besides
go.
that.
Perfect segues all around. So that film was tracking the fire that happened in Oleana at the end of last year, and then the efforts to kind of rebuild it and to kind of to retake care of all the rock and re-establish all the roots.
Yeah, I gotta say, well, I was there a bit this winter and a lot of work went in. No, I didn't help out that much, but yeah, a lot of work went in from Shonsvana and all they call it Oleana family, because it is quite a nice international family and everybody helps each other out in drilling, cleaning, bolting. Making toilets. Yeah, because like all the vegetation is gone around it, so where are you gonna go pee discreetly?
Yeah.
So now there's a toilet. This is a pretty good crag to go, basically.
Yeah, like it's like a 5-star crag.
Yes, indeed.
But you're in the film. Are you in the film?
No.
But if you watch the film, and you should because it's a good film, but right at the end there's some nice little credits, and Teresa Corti comes up. You basically did it by yourself, didn't you? You just weren't in the film. No. She did.
No, there were a lot more people that were more helpful than I was.
Okay, just take credit, it's fine.
No. Right, that's it for medias, and I guess comment of the week.
Indeed. I feel like you should sing, seeing as you're now a commentator, which basically means that you should voice those high notes.
Comment of the week.
We live in a world where anyone has the right to say anything that they want about you at any time. But just please remember that you have the right to prove them wrong.
I always sing it in the same tune.
Have you got one?
I haven't got one.
Cut.
Wait a minute.
What's your comment, Hugo?
My comment is from Average Andrew, 82. He was born in the same year as me, hopefully. Says, great content, been following for ages, love how you guys keep up with climbing around the world. While rope climbing is legit, such as 998s you mentioned, and in bouldering such as Duffy's Ascent, it's also cool to see guys like Taylor McNeil who just climbed Penrose Step. Maybe worth a mention, keep up the hard work.
Mentioned, thank you.
Taylor McNeil, climbing Penrose Step, good work.
In which new show was this comment? The Crack of Destiny.
The Crack of Destiny. 12 days ago, because we didn't have a new show last week.
Yeah, sorry about that. So my comment is from Scott Morgan, 1336. I want to go to the shop. You should, because there's
you're all
the
about the
epic.
shop this week.
Yeah, like I don't know. I'm psyched to go climbing. I'm psyched for new gear.
How about this? Have you been working in a veterinarian recently?
I look quite clinical, right? I love it. It's Arc'teryx. It's actually my size and what I ordered, so yay.
Excellent.
Cool.
Nice one. So what's the plan? Are you going to commentate at the next IFSC event in Bern?
No.
Are they lining you up for the Olympics?
No. My little sister is coming over, so I feel I should prioritize family time.
Yeah, fair enough. All right. Well, thanks very much for joining us, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Let us know down below if you want to have a comment of the week next week, and if you like Teresa's top.